Hey everyone, and welcome to this video. Today I will help you improve your system's performance and make sure that you can get the best experience while playing games. So if you go into the description, you will find my FPS tweaks pack. It will also help internet ping settings and stuff. It will clean your system. It will make sure that your input delay latency is at the slowest as it can be on your computer, and just help your overall settings on your computer. So it also has this little extra thing so that you can get this right click menu on the desktop instead of the new Windows 11 where you have to click more settings and then you can see this. So it's just a nice little extra thing if you are on Windows 11. But let's get right into it. So if you're going to start first, make a restore point. Always do this. If you do not make a restore point, then if anything goes wrong, if you don't follow everything as I tell you, then you might make a mistake on your PC and it can corrupt some things and make your PC unusable. Not unusable, it's not going to break your PC doing any of these things, but it can make some apps or something unusable because you make a mistake, and then if you need to reverse that, then this is the easiest way of doing that. So definitely remember doing this. And then after that, after you've made a restore point, you just click here, configure, and just pick like 5%, something like that, apply, turn on system protection, like okay, create, and then you're just going to call it whatever you want. And then if you want to restore, you go into the same place and just click system restore and then follow the prompts that will pop up on the screen. After that, disable UAC. This is going to make sure that you can go through a lot of these settings much faster than you could before, because it's going to remove some of the extra allowance things so that you can actually do these settings. After you've done that, a lot of people will need to restart their PC, but it will make it so much faster doing all of these changes and stuff. After that, go into this and uninstall any unwanted apps or stuff, like apps you never use. If you do not know what the app does, don't remove it. Go search online, what does this app do? And then people most likely have websites telling you if you can or cannot remove it. So definitely try not to remove anything that you don't know what does and accidentally remove something that you actually need. After that, go into defragment and optimize drives. Click optimize, and then it's going to take like 10-20 seconds for it to optimize, depending on how large your drive and how many things you have in your drive. After that, you want to click close. Go out, go into GPU. Download GPU drivers. It's going to open up the NVIDIA GPU website. Click on GeForce, unless you have a Titan, whatever GPU you have. Find the GPU you have. If you do not know what GPU you have, you can right click down here. Click task manager or job list, whatever the top one is right here. Then you want to click into the performance or thing, and then you can see CPU, memory, and then GPU. It should be the GPU 0, and then up here you can see what GPU you have. As you see, I have an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060 Ti, which means I'm going to pick the 4060 series, and I'm going to pick the 4060 Ti down here, and then I'm going to pick Windows 11 because I am on Windows 11. If you're on Windows 10, you want to pick Windows 10, and then you just click start search, and then you should pop up a bunch of drivers down here, and you want to click the game ready driver, and then you click download, pull it onto your desktop. As you see, I have it right here. Just pull it onto your desktop, close this, go out, go into NV clean install, open it up. And if you want to do this later, like if you want to install a new driver later on that's come up, go in here, you can see every single setting that you need to click later. So first you're going to use driver files on desktop, and then you want to find the one on your desktop right here. Click open, click next, and this will put you into and it's going to take some time just to clear it all out. Then after that, you want to click recommended. I usually also put this one on, and if you do not use any HDMI audio sound systems, you can turn this off. It won't be needed, but definitely do not turn anything down here on. You're going to be downloading NVIDIA GeForce experience later if that's what you want. Click next. It's going to unpack the installer, so it only installs the things that are actually necessary for your PC. And then we're going to go into what settings of these we're going to use. And now we're done. Okay, so now as you see, so I have written down every single one of these you need to disable. And the first one is the top one, then the second one is perform a clean install. I would only recommend this if you're really looking for the best performance, and if you do not if you have any like personal settings in the control panel, like color settings, like if you have set this to max or whatever you set it to, or something like rotation, these things and stuff, don't turn it over. That should be off. Okay, I just turned that off. But click every single one I've written down over here, other than this one, if you do not want to revert those things. Next one you're going to click is disable multiplane overlay and show expert tweaks, disable driver telemetry, disable NVIDIA HD audio device sleep timer, and then you want to click this one, enable it, and click high. Go down, disable this one, and then down here, once click this one and this one. I don't know why I haven't written this one down here, but those two, enable those two, and then click next. It's going to take a bit time for it to enable all these things, and then you're just going to click install. So I'm not going to do it, because if I do it while recording, then my computer is going to go completely black, because it might flicker black and then go back to the screen, then black flicker like that. But don't worry, that's just because it needs to enable the graphics settings, and then it's going to just reset and stuff. So don't worry about that. Just click install and follow every single thing it says you need to do. So let's get out of this and let's get on to the next thing. So after you've done that, you want to open this hidden reg tweak for your GPU, right click and run as administrator. It's going to open this little CMD thing, and as you see, we have my name here. And then what you're going to do is going to click whatever key you want. Like if I click G, it's going to do it. And then you can just click G again, and it's going to close it down. Then it has enabled a bunch of tweaks for your GPU. And after that, if you want NVIDIA GeForce Experience, download it from right here. As you're just going to download here, and then it's only going to download the GeForce Experience without all the other random drivers. After that, for network, to get a better ping and stuff, you want to use the DNS jumper. Go into this. It might take some time to open. For me, it is right now. Actually, it's going to look like this. Then you want to click fastest DNS, start DNS test, and it's going to find the fastest one that you have. Then you click apply, and you're just going to close this and close. After that, you want to right click on this one and run as administrator. Again, just click whatever key and click. When might take some time, it might stop, just wait for it. And then when it says that you can click a key, click a key and it will close down. So as you see, it's going to take some time right here, and then right here, press any key to exit. Then you're going to exit. After that, then we're going to enable my power plan. If you see right here, this is the one. It's going to be called this. So you're just going to go in, right click, run as administrator, and then click whatever key, like this. And as you see, it's going to open up your power option just to make sure that this one has been enabled, and it most likely is going to be the only one in here. Now I can close this and then press any key to exit. Go out, clean, and this will clean and everything. So if you have all these batch files or reg files and stuff, if you want to check everything that they do, you can just click write txt instead of bat, enter, yes, and then okay, then you can go in and check how it actually looks and how all these files and stuff have been made. So as you see, it's going to clean a bunch of stuff. This doesn't look like a lot, but I'm going to show you how it looks when you start actually doing the clean. So it's going to clean a lot of stuff, right? So I'm going to change it back to BAT and then run as administrator. Press any key, and as you see, it's actually going to start to delete a bunch of unnecessary files. It might say access denied and on a lot of them, and that's totally okay. If it does that, then it just means that there's some files that your computer is still using that doesn't really want to be deleted. You should never try to force delete any files on your PC. If it says you can't delete them, they're in use, then don't try to delete them anymore. This is only going to do everything that is not being used. And so at some point when it says minus clean, you're going to open this one. This just calculates you what scan all your drives and stuff. And then here, the ones you want to enable is the download program files and the temporary internet files, delivery optimizations, device driver packages, and then nothing other than thumbnails. You can also do temporary files and then recycle bin. As you see, you have a bunch of stuff in the recycle bin, but nothing else. The previous Windows installation that might mess up the recovery log files as same as this one, and this one as well. So don't click on any other than those ones I just showed you. Then click OK, click delete files, and this might take some time depending on how big your drive is. So I'm gonna come back when this is done. And now it's done. So let's just press any key, and as you see, I go out. Now we're going to Windows settings. Now I'm going to make sure that our CPU is fully utilized. I'm going to go open this, go into boot, go into advanced options, and then click maximum memory and the number of cores you have, processors you have. You're going to click this one, max it out, click maximum memory, click OK, click apply, and click OK. I also have some pictures and stuff of what you need to do. Here, this is the most important. This is less important, but you can definitely still change it. It will give you a bit of difference, but definitely set this and then put it to the highest number you have. After that, we're going to go into performance options. Here, you're going to click adjust for best performance, and then you're going to enable the ones shown right here. So as you see, show thumbnails instead of icons. It might be named something different in your language if you put it to your language. Show then you want to smooth edge of screen fonts, and then smooth scroll list box. You should be able to, if you know English, you should be able to change it over into your language. Like thumbnails in Danish, it would be like instead of icons, like icons would still be icons, I guess. But definitely try to like put it over into your language and then see what it's called. Click apply, and then we're just going to advanced. Adjust here. You want to pick, as you see, programs. Close this down, and you want to pick programs, and then apply, and then OK. After that, you want to right click here, run as administrator, and you can of course check again what it does by writing txt instead of batch, and then click any key. Click OK, go out. Now registry settings. So registry, you want to right click, run as administrator, and again, you can check what it does by writing txt. So if you are wondering if anyone's trying to hack you or something, you can do that. Okay, I don't really know why it doesn't write anything. Not that, okay. Took a bit long time. I have a lot of things in this one. Click here. As you see, it's going to do a bunch of stuff, and then you can play again. Now you want to find out, well, how much RAM you have. Again, go right click down here, task manager, or search up whatever it is in your language. Go to your performance tab, go to memory or whatever that is in your language, and then you see up here, you can see how much RAM you have. I have 32, so I want to right click. I want to double click, and as you see, it's going to show up this thing. You're going to click yes, and then OK. Now you can go back. Now for some latency stuff, you can go in here, double click on this. It's going to open this. You can see a little opening of like a black square right here, and it's going to close down. That's it. After that, go into filter keys, and you want to place the settings to these. So you want to click on, available, and confirm activations. Then you want to click save to registry, and then click these ones as well. So 225 on repeat delay, and then 40 down here. Click OK, and then you can just go out. Now go into MSI mode, and as you see, I'm showed again, you can just set GPU to high. So open it up, then find your GPUs right here. Go over, let's see, it is not put to high. Let's just place it to high, and then click apply over here, and close. Go out, go remove background apps. Processor lasso, you want to download it. I already have it downloaded, so I'm not going to do that right now. Then you can go into this one. You want to import configurations. Then you want to find the place for this one. You can copy this, put it into here, and then you should be able to find this settings. Then open it, and then OK. After that, you want to click main, pro, balanced, smart trim enabled, and performance mode enabled. After that, you can just close it. It's only going to minimize, so it's still going to be open down here. After that, remove widgets. Right click, run as administrator. Can show up the exact same thing as before. Just click yes, it's going to be showing these. And if it says something like, do you want this to do? You just click Y and then enter. And then it should make sure that it gets all through. And just Y again if it anything. And then go to this next one. Right click, run as administrator. Enter anything, and then it should change a few things. Go into TCP, run as administrator, or it might not save. And now as you can see, I have shown you exactly what settings you need to turn on and how it needs to look. So let's see. Here, you want to click custom. You want to pull this all the way over as far as you can. Pick your Ethernet controller. So as you see, it says Wi-Fi. If it says 2.5 gigabyte E, family controllers like Realtek or anything else, like it says Ethernet, then pick this one. Don't pick your Wi-Fi. Or to get the best ping, use an Ethernet cable. There's a bunch of ways that if you're not in the same room, you can do it through an outlet, but there's a bunch of ways that you can get an Ethernet into your PC from far away. But definitely try to get this on the Ethernet. Next, you want to pick normal, this one. And if you don't know what to do, and yeah, then just look at this and follow the exact instructions here. As you see, CTCP enabled, disabled. Over here, we want to write 64. Then you want to click disabled, 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 disabled. Advanced. In here, you want to click, as you see, 10, 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, disabled, 2300, 0, default, disabled, FFFFFFF. This one you want to put to gaming. Disabled 1, enabled 1, disabled 0, optimized 3, and then you want to write these 6, 5, 5, 3, 4, and then 30. And then you want to click apply changes. Click OK. And then it might show like a bit later. Actually, it's gonna give me this. Just wait a second. As you see right here, some registry settings changes may require a reboot to take effect. Click no, because we're gonna do that at the end. After that, you can just close, exit, and as you see, it might make this. It doesn't really matter. Go into here and now game optimizations. Counter-Strike 2, go in here, and then high priority. Just double click, click yes, click OK. Now, NVIDIA Profile Inspector, pull this one on top of this one, and then it will change some control panel settings. Like if I go into control panel and go into manage 3D settings, programs, find Counter-Strike 2. As you see, some of them have a bit more of a thick font than the other ones. That's the changes that it has made on your things. So it makes sure that it doesn't change anything on this one, but it changes stuff on your in the game when you're in the game. Next, you want to see settings, and then highest FPS with advantages. Like if you want the highest FPS like settings with your video settings stuff, use this one. If you want the like shadow advantages and no grain on the shadows and stuff, use this one. And then you have the auto exec with like the rate like the rates and stuff, like internet FPS max. Maybe try cutting it. So find the place where you run with a stable FPS and then cut it just below that to make sure that your PC doesn't overwork to try to achieve higher FPS, because this can very much improve latency and just input delay on everything. And then there's a few other things like jump throw binds. This one will remove the text in the bottom left if you haven't already removed it. And then yeah, just place it into settings. Launch options, use these ones in your launch. You put this into your launch options, and if you do record Counter-Strike or something, put this in. And if you use Fortnite, the same Fortnite high priority, put Fortnite high priority in the launch options right here. Use those. Now that you're done with everything, there's this extra thing you can do to get this right-click menu. Just right-click on this administrator, and then just click, and then it might black screen behind you, but that's totally okay. It's just gonna make sure that it's gonna be added. So as you see, Explorer exit now restarted. It's gonna make sure that this is gonna work without restarting your PC or anything. So now you should have this enabled, and you should be good to go, and you should have lower input delay, mostly likely higher FPS, and just overall better settings on your PC to get the best FPS. Thanks for watching, and if you did find this useful and you did improve like how the game feels, you got higher FPS or anything, then please give it a like, and so we can make sure that this goes out to more people so that they also can experience this higher FPS and all those things. Thanks for watching.